So today we got something a little special, something I'm excited about. I just got my Solong EM128 in, but I also have the original Solong Pen, EM108-1. The box it comes in is like really Chinese looking box, but it's pretty cool. And there it is. So a little background on this machine. I bought it about a year ago. So I had this machine since 2018. And this is one of the first rotary machines that I ever had that really sparked my interest in rotary machines, especially the pen style. It ran really smooth. I did a few tattoos with it. I even did a tattoo on myself with it. The one thing I did not like about this machine was sometimes when I'd be doing a tattoo, I'd have the cartridge in there and the cartridge would loosen while I'm in the middle of a tattoo. And that could have been just me putting my finger down there when I tattooed, but it was like really an issue for me. As much as I liked the machine and as smooth as it ran, I just couldn't tattoo with it for that reason. So I put it in a box, stayed in a box for a long time. Then I seen that they had came out with a new pen from the same company. And this is the Solong Pen EM128. And you may wonder about the differences between the two. We're going to get into that in a second. You can already tell it has a different finish to it. Than the original 108-1. So, other than me not liking the way that sometimes the tips will pop out while I'm doing a tattoo, it's a pretty good machine. It has like a satin finish to it, which is cool. It has a 4.5 watt motor that's made in Taiwan. It's rated at 8,000 RPM at 8 volts. The stroke length is 0 to 3.5 millimeters, which is more like the adjustment of the needle protrusion, or how far the needle comes out of the tip. 5.5 millimeter connection line, which is included, and the recommended operating voltage was between 7 and 12 volts. So, like I say, I did a few tattoos with this particular machine before putting it away, and I'll show you some of those pictures now. Alright, so now we have the Solong Pen EM128-1. Like I say, one of the first things you notice is the finish. The finish on the previous model, it's like a satin finish. It's kind of shiny, but it's not like a glossy finish to it. Okay, so that's one of the things you notice. This machine also comes with a click adjust. As opposed to the other model, it was just you could turn it and adjust it that way. But a lot of the machines I noticed that are similar to this one have that click kind of system to them, like the Cheyenne Hawk and the Zion Pen. So they're obviously trying to compete with them. And the difference with that is on the inside. You can unscrew this one, take it all the way off. You see it has the rubber seals on there. So this one is like smooth on the inside. When we take apart this one, appears to have like a small bearing on the inside. Gives that little click to it. So he has two. That's the inside. That's how they come. They come with the grease inside of them. And you can see a lot of people ask me how to clean them. You know, the pen, you're not really going to come in much contact with the pen. It's going to be covered, or it should be covered with plastic. So to be sanitary, at least remove the grip, and then I recommend autoclaving the grip. If you don't have access to autoclave, you could use a cold sterilization, but autoclave is always best. And by cold sterilization, I mean like a maticide, solution or whatnot. Okay. Okay. So has a different finish. Other than that, I looked up the specs on these two. Both weigh 10.6 ounces. They say that this pen is said to have a 10-watt motor, as opposed to this one with a 4.5-watt motor. But they weigh exactly the same, so I don't know exactly how that works. I would think a bigger motor, a motor that's twice the size as the previous one, would at least increase the weight. But I'm not going to break them down right here. I guess that's something for a different review. So, same weight. Yep. And this one, like I say, 10-watt motor. You're supposed to run them between 7 and 12 volts. And it has the same repetitions per minute as the 108-1, which is 8,000 repetitions per minute at 8 volts. Same needle protrusion, 0 to 3.5 millimeters. And they also have the same 5.5 millimeter connection line. So I'll go ahead and plug it up. Pretty quiet. My power supply is at like 8.5 right now, so about 8.5 volts. I'm gonna put a cartridge in it. Seems pretty easy to adjust. You can feel the clicking when you turn it, which should help keep it locked. I never really had the problem of having the grip locked in a certain position. If I felt that the grip would come loose on a pen, I wouldn't even use it for tattooing. You can adjust it pretty far. It's like the other one. Seems to run pretty smooth. And I'll plug in the older model now. Sounds about the same. Maybe a little bit quieter. Like I say, the main problem I had with this one, the EM108-1, the older model, is when I be tattooing, the cartridge would pop out, which I could not stand. So it ended up going in the box for a long time. And it might have been something to do with the way I hold the machine. On a machine with a square edge like this, I usually want to put my finger underneath right there. And bam, comes out. So obviously that was a problem for me. And I can try the same thing with the new pen. Hopefully it doesn't do the same thing. Go, put it in, lock it, and it's going. Alright? And then I grip it and see if it comes out like the old one. Nope. Even when I try to get it to come out, it doesn't come out. So, can't wait to use this machine. Now that I see if they've made some improvements. Awesome. Yeah, it's locked in there really well. Way better than the old one. Not bad. So I'm excited. So once again, I have a new machine that I have to try out. And I'll be sure to make a video and let you guys see how it's all coming. It's one of the main reasons you want to make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see future content. It's very common for me to make videos where I actually use these machines. So you can see not only do I talk about using these machines or how they work, I also use them so that you can see how well they work. So, as always, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button. See y'all next time.